Lyulin, a name that, for many, once evoked images of crime, poverty, and a troubled past. But today, it's a neighborhood on the rise, slowly rewriting its history. In this video, we are going to take a deep dive into Lyulin's criminal history and explore how it has evolved into a more hopeful and thriving community. Lyulin, located on the outskirts of Sofia, has long been associated with a dark history. In the 1990s and early 2000s, it was often described as one of the roughest areas in the city, known for high crime rates, poverty, and social unrest. Lyulin has become infamous for its connection to organized crime and the hardship faced by its residents. The collapse of communism in Bulgaria left many neighborhoods like Lyulin in disarray. The economic transition from a state-run system to a market economy was very harsh. Many people in Lyulin, once part of a well-organized industrial workforce, were suddenly unemployed, with limited opportunities and a sense of abandonment. Some turned to crime as a way to survive.
During this period, Lyulin became a hotspot for illegal activities. Drug trafficking, petty thefts, and violent crimes were common. Local gangs took advantage of the economic vacuum, and the community struggled to break free from this vicious cycle.
Perhaps the most significant impact on Lyulin's reputation was the rise of organized crime. The neighborhood became known as a breeding ground for local mafias. Some of the most notorious crime families in Sofia had their roots here. They controlled everything from illegal gambling to smuggling, and they had a strong influence on both local businesses and politics. It wasn't just the criminals who suffered, it was the community as well. Law enforcement struggled to regain control, and many citizens lived in constant fear. The combination of lawlessness, economic deprivation, and social instability painted a bleak picture for Lyulin.
I remember growing up in the 90s. It was dangerous. You didn't walk the streets at night, and the police were practically useless. There were always rumors about who was involved in what. It was this kind of place where you didn't ask too many questions.
But every story has a turning point. And for Lyulin, that turning point came in the early 2000s. The rise of the real estate development, a shift in government policy, and a growing desire for a better quality of life began to change things. Over the years, the neighborhood saw a significant investment in infrastructure. New housing projects began to emerge. Schools and medical facilities were built, and previously neglected spaces were transformed into community centers. The government, along with private investors, realized that Lyulin had untapped potential, and they began to work together to rejuvenate the area.
Lyulin was once a place that people avoided, but we saw the importance of revitalizing it. The people of Lyulin deserve better. The government started focusing on improving public safety, building better infrastructure, and attracting business to the area.
As part of transformation, efforts were made to reduce crime, increased police presence, community policing, and the creation of neighborhood watch programs helped make the streets safer. Local leaders worked closely with law enforcement to foster trust between residents and police. Sometimes that had been sorely lacking for years. Alongside law enforcement efforts, social programs aimed at risk youth were introduced. These initiatives provided education, job training, and mentorship to young people who might have otherwise fallen into criminal activities. Local youth centers, sports club, and cultural projects helped steer the next generation towards a brighter future.
Before, many young people didn't see any hope in the future. But now we've seen a shift. With more activities, mentorship, and opportunities, many kids are staying away from crime and building careers and futures for themselves.
The transformation is more than just physical, it's cultural. The sense of community, once fractured by crime and division, is now stronger than ever. Lyulin has become a symbol of resilience, showing that even the most troubled neighborhoods can turn a corner with the right efforts and vision. Lyulin's journey from a crime-ridden area to a vibrant, thriving community is a testament to the power of change. It wasn't easy, and it didn't happen overnight. But through hard work, collaboration, and a collective will to improve, Lyulin has shown that even the darkest past can lead to a brighter future. The story of Lyulin is not just a story of survival, but of hope. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and comment below if you want to see more stories of transformation from around the world. See you next time.